Michael Graham is joining me right now. He is a veteran. For over 60 years, he has been studying finance and governments. And I want to put to you, Michael, in your 60 years, have things radically changed? Because every time you pick up a newspaper, it's the government is going to stop, for instance, internal combustion engines. Everybody's going to have to buy electric. Or the government's stopping this mine. Or they want to change this mine. Has government interference in business just accelerated so much that we really are run by governments?
More and more so. Not totally. Now, we have a strong private sector. We have world-ranking corporations. We have leaders, world leaders. I can reel off a whole number in a number of industries: energy, infrastructure, finance, banking, on and on. I could reel them off. But more and more government intrusion. They're well-meaning in the last few years to pull us out of the pandemic, well-meaning. But now it's spend and borrow, spend and borrow. That's all we do. So we'll see the upcoming budget, what they mean by restraint. I don't believe them, but we'll see what they truly mean by restraint. No cutting back, no none. They couldn't do that.
But it seems that government not only is spending an awful lot and borrowing an awful lot to finance that, but they are sticking their fingers.
Yes.
You know, the bureaucrats are sticking their fingers into everything. So why, I'll put it to you, why should a bureaucrat decide what kind of car I drive?
Stephen, I agree with you absolutely. Now, controlling, environmental control, that sort of thing, safety standards.
Safety is important.
That's right. But no, we should decide that, and they should stay away from that. And that's the thing. We intrude more and more, and that should not be happening. Incentivize. The public sector, the government sector, does not create any wealth. The private sector creates the wealth.
Yeah, but every politician stands up and says, at whatever level, even mayors say, I created, so many thousands of jobs.
On borrowed money from somewhere.
But they didn't even create them unless they hire them, which is what happens in Ottawa these days.
Yeah. There was that ATM called the Bank of Canada that you could just tap out another 100 million, another $500 million whenever you want. Just look at the debt, Bank of Canada's balance sheet. Look at our debt from $1.6 billion to 2.1 trillion. Not a billion, $1.6 trillion. Now 2.1 trillion under the Trudeau government. And I saw Frank Stronach the other day. We add debt at 140 million per day in this country, government debt. That's what we're doing. You shake your head in wonderment. We don't need that. It was good for a while, but we don't need it now. Let the private sector run. Let it go. Give it its head.
Can't be saying better than that. Let the private sector run. Michael Graham, thank you very, very much. 3 minutes. Thank you for contributing. We are almost out of the hole. People like the show, and we want to keep it on the air. So press subscribe. Press PayPal. PayPal is really simply a credit card that you can pay with. And if you're writing a check or a letter, please put your address in, because I will send a letter to everybody who contributes money. Subscribe, PayPal. Thank you.